Welcome to the HMG Executive Leadership Spotlight, where we showcase the best of the best global business technology executives inspiring trust and winning in a global digital economy. And now here's our host, Hunter Muller.
Hello and welcome to HMG Spotlight. I'm Hunter Muller, founder and CEO of HMG Strategy. I'm here with Rohit Jain. Rohit is the VP of Technologies of iRhythm. He also has a strategic alliance and affiliation with the Harvard Business School. Fascinating role there. Rohit, congratulations on being a 2024 HMG winner of the VP of Technology of the Year.
Sure. Thank you very much, Hunter. And it's a pleasure and honor to be associated with HMG. Gosh, it's almost 10 years now since we interacted. And every time that I interact with you, I learn something new. And I always have more nuggets in my kitty bag. So thank you very much. And it's a pleasure and honor.
Rohit, thanks for the compliment. Hey, Rohit, you got to believe that we're in very interesting times, highly innovative times. What's on your mind regarding the latest technologies and that's really driving value for you in the enterprise?
I won't get onto the AI soapbox. Everyone's talking about AI and so on. But when you really take AI and break it down to the first principles, it always comes to in saying, how can you add value to the business? And that's where my mind is operating and saying, okay, if I've got technology, of course, we've got the core things, which is infrastructure, really, when you think of that. DevOps is very, very critical to me. So is cybersecurity, because irrespective of AI's presence or absence, cybersecurity, collaboration tools, and modernizing ERP systems are front and center for me as the year starts.
Great stuff. Leadership now matters more than ever. How would you characterize your leadership style?
My leadership style is really based on two fundamental keystones. One is collaboration, and collaboration in my mind really works across layers of the organization, right from the C-suite down to individual contributors. That is very, very, very critical to me. And collaboration is associated closely in my mind with communication, being authentic, and that's how I lead. And both of those two things drive innovation. So my leadership style is dependent really on collaboration and innovation. I prioritize open communication. That is very, very critical. And that builds a lot of trust and credibility. You commit to something, you deliver on that.
It's all about keeping those promises and delivering an execution, right? Talk to us about your vision for IT.
You know, when you think of IT, historically, whenever you go back in time, we've always said IT is a cost center. That's a fact. Sure, we're not trying to change that, but how do you move the needle in saying, okay, if I'm a cost center and I'm impacting my G&A by X%, how do you dramatically reduce it? Can you really move the needle by saying, let's think like a profit center, let's add value to the business? And how do you do that? That's my focus in for this year, previous years, forever that I can think of, in saying, lead like a profit center, add value to the business. And what does that mean? Provide new tools for collaboration, reduce license spend, get innovative, reduce cycle times for development. And that's what really drives our technology spend and adds value at the same time and builds credibility into the business.
It's all about credibility. Now, talk to us about generative AI and your thoughts there.
In 2022, early November, Gen AI, no one knew, right? November 18th, ChatGPT came out. And by end of Thanksgiving, everyone had updated their LinkedIn profiles. Every company was AI, the lord and masters of AI. But what that really meant was, it was really like a Netscape moment, which drove the dot-com moment later. So in my mind, Gen AI, what it did was told enterprises, told individuals in saying, how can you really transform your business? Because AI, when you really think of it historically, was coined for the first time in CMU in Carnegie Mellon in 1950s, early 1952 or something, right? But it has existed and evolved. But when you went and had a conversation with a C-suite or even with an individual contributor about Gen AI prior to ChatGPT making it a household name, it was like, yeah, AI is a tool and there are flavors, but now it's front and center. So now you take this Gen AI and the models that are available and are getting created by the minute. How do you take that and solve business problems, but at the same time put the right governance structures around it? For anyone that's going to feed into that model, you want to ensure that your data is secure and you are meeting the needs of the business by not leaking the data. And that's a big problem that I think everyone's trying to solve, and so am I.
And how's it going?
It's challenging because the rules are changing. Like the presidential order came out in November last year in the US. The laws in Europe are changing. The European laws were ahead of their time, and now they've come out with a revised. They're coming out with a revised guidance. So most of the times, technology is always leading the laws in a country. Take Uber as an example. Laws did not exist for ride sharing, and now you've got Gen AI that got launched. However, the governmental organizations have leapfrogged and started putting laws and frameworks. So now you've got technology that's lagging and trying to conform to laws as it's evolving. So you've got both evolving patterns, and that's making it very, very, very challenging.
Rohit, congratulations on what a great career you have. How do you keep a winning mindset in highly innovative, highly transformational times?
Way back in time, I was asked to come and speak in my daughter's school. And I'm talking like maybe 15, 18 years ago. And at that time, I was leading software teams. And I had to go in and I had to explain to first graders what I was doing. And I struggled. But the lesson learned was that if I have to be able to explain what I'm doing, I should be able to break down a problem into smaller parts, learn about it so that I can explain it appropriately. And that's what I'm doing right now is I look at Gen AI and I say, okay, if I have to solve this problem, how do I break it down into smaller parts? How do I learn about a smaller solution before I go and talk about Gen AI in whole? And learning about smaller solutions and then building on it, basically going back to first principles, is what helps me move forward.
Rohit, great to have you on today's spotlight. Again, congratulations on being the HMG Global Leadership Institute VP Technology IT Leader of the Year. Congratulations.
Sure. Thank you very much, Hunter. And thank you for what HMG does, not only for me, but for everyone else.
We hope you found this episode of HMG's Executive Leadership Spotlight beneficial. The HMG Global Network, a network of 400,000 technology leaders and a media platform that delivers more than 1 million impressions per week, is a valuable source of insight, continuous learning, and peer-to-peer research based on the insights and experiences of world-class, top-tier technology executives. Leverage the HMG network. Go to hmgstrategy.com to find out more.